Ion Radio is on the air from the Hyatt Regency in Schaumburg. It's the 2024 Star Wars Armada World Championship here at AdeptiCon. Hello, everyone, along with my good friend Garrett Vance over here and Lord of the Sith, Adrian Valerie, hanging out at the tables. I'm Ken Krajniak reporting for round 4 of the Last Chance Qualifier. Garrett, we're at the end of day 1.
This is it, and the last chance qualifier. Everybody, we got a really exciting table here. This is top table. Andrew's back from our first round. He's flying his Republic Yularen Pelta fleet, and we're going against veteran player Justin Rasmussen, who's got a Kraken MC-30 assault frigate list. This is going to be a good one. Listen, Justin has to win. Has to win this game to get in the top 3.
So, actually, let's talk real quick about the scores. So, Andrew right now, who we saw on the stream, I think round 1, is currently at 25 points, competing for this slot. And Justin Rasmussen is at 23. So, that's going to be close competition here.
We got 3 players with 23 points right now going into this last round.
Right.
They all need, if any of them drops down, they're out. So, they all got to win.
I suspect we are going to be seeing a bloodbath here. So what we're going to do is we are going to let's switch over to the overhead view, and then we are going to talk about some fleets while we're getting set up. How does that sound, Garrett?
Let's do it. Now, Andrew's is just a refresher. It says Yularen Grinder Fleet, where he's got 4 Peltas. Each is a specific job. One of them's got the Admiral Yularen. One of them's got Bomber Command Center. One of them's got Boosted. One of them's got Expanded. All right.
And flagship is now at speed 2.
We've got ships being deployed. We're going to switch over here. And so the Pelta is down first, and that is the flagship with Yularen. It's a transport frigate. And it's got GAllia, TB-73, and parts resupply. All right, he's got a second transport frigate, and that's the one with Bomber Command Center. And then he has a Pelta medical frigate. That's the one with Boosted. They both have FCT and Clone Navigation Officer. And the other medical frigate has the expanded hangar base. And the most important part of his list here is his fighter wing. We've got AdeptiCon, we've got Ahsoka, we got Axe, 4 ARC 170s, and a Y-Wing squadron for a full 134 points. We know what it can do. I'm excited to see this, but, you know, they can't hold anything back. So
391 points, 9-point bid. The GR75 is being put on the table at speed 2.
Justin's GR75.
Let me go through Justin's list. This is his General Kraken list, another one of my personal favorites here. We have an assault frigate Mark IIB with skilled first officer, boarding troopers, electronic countermeasures, and linked turbo laser towers. There are a handful of GR75s. The first one has Ahsoka Tano, parts resupply, reserve hangar deck, and then moving on to the second one, Ezra Bridger, CommsNet, and reserve hangar deck. And then we've got 2 ships here. This first one is a CR-90A with turbo laser reroute circuits and Jaina's Light, which is our normal assortment of what we have for a CR-90.
Yep, perfect loadout.
And then we have an MC-30C torpedo frigate with, this is the one that Kraken's on, so here's our flagship. Expert shield tech, ordnance experts, reinforced blast doors, external racks, H9 turbo lasers, and the 4-sight title. 4 squadrons. We have 3 Z-95 headhunters, Tico Selshu, Ketsu Anyo, and Lando Calrissian.
All right,
the boosted comms.
We got our boosted comms,
is
GR75 coming out. Speed 1.
Speed 1.
I think we've deployed all of the Rebel squadrons on the field.
And GR75 at speed 2.
All right.
So we are going to switch over then here. We're going to dump the scoreboard so that we can see the deployment.
Here we go. Here we go.
Oh, that's an even better camera angle.
Good angle.
I love that. So we're working together to give you the best stream possible, folks.
All right, Bomber Command Center Pelta is coming out at speed 1.
And while we are doing this, and I'm going to have Garrett call out additional ships, let's go over.
All right, we're putting the assault frigate with Kraken on it down here.
We're going to go over Planetary ion cannon. So again, Planetary ion cannon
And that is coming in at speed 2. Ken, what about Planetary Ion Cannon?
Planetary Ion Cannon. So after all the obstacles are placed, second player will place 3 objective tokens in the play area beyond distance 5 of both player edges. Now we can already see those on the table. They're right there dead center. And then at the end of the command phase, the second player may choose 1 enemy ship.
CR90's coming in at speed 2. Aggressive placement.
At distance 1 to 3 of an objective token and remove that token from the play area. And then they could perform a 4 blue dice attack. And then that is then treated as being medium range.
All right. And the last Pelta medical frigate with expanded has been put down at speed 1. Now, Ken, if we look at this, I don't think these Planetary Ion Cannons are going to go off.
Probably not, because let's actually clear this so that we can look a little bit better.
So we got our arrows.
We've got our
baby,
handshake.
Bring me the arrows back.
So, yeah.
Bring 'em
You
to
and
me.
the arrows. So here's one of the examples of the objective tokens. Again, front and center, right there, dead center in our board.
Yep.
So I'm going to be very interested to see.
Maybe that one on the right-hand side might go off.
This one, I agree, Garrett. This
Maybe,
one
but-
might be one that we're going to see.
I know.
A lot
So
of it's going to depend
the
upon
the MC30
what
has
we
been
have.
deployed at speed 2, also aggressively on that flank. So they're about to absolutely start shooting.
Setting
so
dials,
dials
here
in
for
round
turn
1.
1. So this will be the last game of tonight. So we are definitely looking forward to interacting with all of you in the chat. So please say hello. Let us know what you're asking, your questions, your burning questions. What are you thinking about with?
That's right.
If you have questions on the game status, shield status, or
And
what
this
the
is
objective
this
are,
is the
etc.
last game of the day. Winner, whoever wins here is guaranteed to go.
Well,
top
not
3.
necessarily. If it's a 6-5 at the end of this, it could go different ways.
If Andrew wins this 6-5, he's going. 31 points. Should be enough. But it's hard to guarantee that. All right, I want to make sure I get these Peltas right. So our Pelta on the far left is expanded. All right, he has activated Yularen's flagship first with a nav command,
Nav command, yeah.
taking it as a dial.
Okay.
All right, so Yularen is on the far right flank there.
Moves ahead, speed 1.
Remember, he's got the parts resupply and GAllia on there. All right, looks like Justin is going for a GR75.
It is.
Taking a nav token.
Taking a nav token. This is going to be an interesting matchup.
I think
We've
we're
got
going to be
MSU and
using
MSU.
this camera here. I think this whole
probably.
battle is going to take place in this 3-foot area.
Well, let's be honest.
All right, we
Nav on the Bomber Command Pelta. Almost every single game of Armada that's played is played on a 3x3 area.
Yep. So we got Bomber Command Center coming. Taking a nav dial, using it. FCTing.
Yep.
All right, GR75 is activating with a nav, taking a token. Yep. Confirmed. Let's see what goes next here.
Expanded Pelta. Nav token.
Remember, this is round 1. We're just getting set up.
Right. And I don't think we're going to
tokens up.
see. I think it's going to be round 3 is going to be our combat round.
Positioning.
Yeah. More fighter
FCT movement.
coordination
Forward
teams.
coordination.
The objective is Planetary Ion Cannon.
And if you can see on the camera, the 3 tokens are directly in the center of the board. We still got our arrows pointing. The closest one is on that right side, and then there's one on a asteroid in the middle.
Assault frigate, nav. Taking it as the dial.
Yep. Looks like
Looks like we're going to do some speed. And,
3.
yeah.
Ooh. Again, aggressive.
Maybe I'm wrong.
We gotta
Maybe
be
we're going to
aggressive.
see action in turn 2. But you are right. See, we're at a point here where if you can get a 10-1 win here, you've got a real good chance of making it into day 1.
What Justin needs to win 7 or 8. He's got to do it.
Well, with 2 other players at 23 points.
That's right. I mean,
Yeah, you do have that. And someone else is asking, Ryan Becker at the beginning of this round was at 22 points.
Yeah, so he's in 4th place, I think.
He's
5th place right
fifth
now.
place.
5th place.
Speed 3 again on that assault frigate, and
They
we
did
are
jump.
close in range, maybe in range.
I don't know if that's 5.
Nav token on that final Pelta.
All right.
Making
and
the
we're
move.
just leisurely moving
forward.
along here.
Yeah,
at
we're
speed
seeing
1.
these ships move in a slow line, just kind of making their way up.
And he's performing his fighter coordination team. All right, we've activated Jaina's Light next. I think he said it's going to be a nav command. He's taking it as a token. And he's staying at speed 2. This is the one with TRCs on it. And I think all he's got left now is his MC-30. Yep. All right. And now it's just Justin. And of course, when in doubt, navigate out. We got another nav token being taken on the MC-30. And this is going to bring us into the squadron phase.
And I think one thing we may be doing during the course of this game, or maybe afterwards, we're going to show off a couple more items on the prize wall, specifically for Star Wars Armada. We showed off the Armada sidebar, the one with Grand Admiral Thrawn, and we were showcasing the dice earlier today, so we're going to show some of the cards and everything else during the course of the game. We're going to wait for a good break to be able to do that. Moving into the squadron phase. By the way, today's game is brought to you by the Kuat Drive Yards, makers of the Imperial-class Star Destroyer.
Is it? What?
Yeah,
Kuat?
didn't Kuat do the ISD?
Yeah. All right. Looks like we have moved Ahsoka or Anakin. Ahsoka and Anakin's moved. Switch over here, see what the rebels are doing. Looks like a Z95 going. He's got 3 of those Z95s.
Those are interesting fighter squadrons because at
they
the end of the day, you can be really deadly with them and roll a lot of blanks.
They can spike hard or do absolutely nothing but die.
I don't think I've ever really seen a Z95 do anything other than go to one of the extremes, to be fair. But that's red dice. They're swingy. Now, having said that, I don't think I've run a 10 Z95 list yet, and we know how my red dice roll. Like Z95s, they're either really good or really bad.
You're not getting out of there, right? You're going to have 10 dead Z95s.
I mean, you're probably right, Garrett, but that's okay.
All right. Looks like we are just moving squads here. Again, listen
no real
everybody.
combat ready yet.
We know how it is. Round 1 is never the most thrilling situation here. But this is also like the most important positioning round, right?
Well, you know, here's the thing with Star Wars Armada. Round 0, your deployment is critically important because you cannot win a game.
Tier 1, right?
But
Tier 1
you can lose a game in deployment. At turn 1, where you're predominantly moving your ships to position to make your one attack run that you're going to get, is going to be critical to the rest of the game.
Because you got to plan out
where
everything's going to be up.
So both spots, you could lose a game at deployment or in turn 1.
Yep.
I think once you get beyond that point, you're in a much better position.
Both these players are looking, they're fine right now. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Looks like we're moving. Something speed 2 must be a Arc 170. They're on their way, flying to the target. All right, looks like Ketsu's going next. Ketsu on you.
That's the thing, is I paid like basically my entire budget.
He's keeping those rebel squadrons in a tight formation.
It used to be worth it.
All right, who's in their YT 1300?
Bro, it takes good.
All right, looks like we're done with the rebel squadrons. Just got a couple Republic stuff left. We are on the move. Whoa, listen to Social General Rob. Back to tanks. We got to thank Thyfera for that. The fine producers of Bacta with their monopoly. All right.
I don't know. I think I'd rather deal with Kolto. Okay, round 2, folks. Round 2.
Kolto from Manan.
Yes.
All right. The Selkath.
The Selkath.
All right. We're setting dials. Round 2. Here we go.
This is the Star Wars lore you didn't know you needed.
That's right. All right. I see Andrew making plans over there, hovering his tool. He's got 2 things to do too, because he's got to think about when he's activating them and when he's FCTing them, right?
Correct. Engineering token.
All right, we got
Off
Yularen
question.
moving.
Parts
He is-
resupply.
He's popping it. He's sending the tokens out. You know what that
Exciting
means?
game.
They're
yeah.
they're planning on some damage being taken here.
I think what we are going to see is, again, just a lethal round 3.
Yeah, listen, he's got to take out squadron. He's got to take out 2 minimum of these Peltas. Man, he's got his MC-30 ready. He's gearing up to swing. All right, Yularen's moving. Looks like that was a speed 2 move. He went to speed 2 last round, I think.
And again, special thanks to everyone watching us and joining us in chat today. We appreciate you watching and following the channel and all the action here for the Last Chance Qualifier.
Right, we got a GR75 moving here. It's cautiously staying out of the way, doing its job. Hey, and if everyone's watching here, if you want to share the link to this and let everyone know this is the last round top table, we'd really appreciate it. Because this is going to be an exciting game here, especially once we get in the rounds 3 and 4. All right, we are jumping to speed 3 on this transport.
Hanging out, being protected by those objective tokens.
The ion cannon
Yep.
down on Thyfera. All right, we've got the next going. He's getting rid. So this is expanded. He's not going to use the dial. Doing fighter coordination team. So he can move 3 of those arcs. Distance 1. All right, let's see what Justin wants to do now.
James, that is a Pelta swarm. There are 4 Peltas here. We can cover this real quick for you.
Yeah.
Let me go over Andrew's list here. So what we have for Andrew, in fact, let's do this just so that we can see both what's going on. So here's the list for you, James. But we do have Yularen. All these are transport. First 2 are transport frigates. So Yularen on transport frigate with GAllia, parts resupply, and TB 73 for the title.
And then, real quick, Justin just activated his GR75. He did a comms net of an engineering token over to his assault frigate.
Second ship for Andrew's list is a Pelta transport frigate with bomber command center and fighter coordination team. The third Pelta is a medical frigate with clone navigation officer, fighter coordination team, and boosted comms. And the fourth one is a clone navigation officer, Pelta medical frigate with fighter coordination teams and expanded hangar bay. So we'll be calling these out by either Yularen's or the flagship Pelta, Bomber Command Center Pelta, the boosted comms, or the expanded hangar bay, because that's the defining
right. So
pieces.
I'm trying to keep these as straight as possible for us, Ken, for my own mental health, right? If we're looking at the camera right now, you're looking at the stream, left to right, we've got the Bomber Command Center on the far left. Then we have the one at the expanded hangar bay. Then you've got boosted, and then Yularen is on the far right.
What Garrett does not know is that Andrew is planning on mixing these around so that
Switching
he
them?
can actually sideswipe and just get them out of order.
It's because I specifically asked him about it. He's going to do it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're going to do. And that's going to be half the fun of this fourth round of 15 that we are broadcasting.
Boosted is taking a token, a squadron token. I wonder what he's going to use that for. He's getting ready. He's queuing up. We're checking range here.
I will say I'm a little jealous here with Adrian so close to the table, getting to see these squadrons within 4 feet. Absolutely beautiful view. The views we have don't quite do the game justice, but I mean this is as close as you can get to being here.
In the Hyatt?
In the Hyatt.
You know, it's so close you can taste it.
And the other nice thing about this, the camera views that you guys are seeing are unobstructed. Think about it. Everyone else around the table is going to be blocking your view. We have the CR90s being activated with a navigation.
Jane is going here, navigating with the dial.
And James, to answer your question, yes, we are going to be live broadcasting tomorrow. There will be no additional Ion Radio coverage or videos coming out. It's all AdeptiCon this weekend.
Yep. 100% focus, all right? We got to stay on task.
And again, a special shout out to both Garrett and Adrian for helping out today. Tomorrow we will have John back in the seat helping out. He's working today. I think he's maybe just getting off work in about an hour or so. So he's probably listening in, having a good giggle.
He's got a good commute.
Yeah, he does have a long commute. But he will be joining us tomorrow. And depending on how Ryan does in LCQ, he may also be joining us tomorrow. But we're also rooting for him to do well.
All right, we got something here. Jane has jumped to speed 4.
Gina's Light. Now, there's a ship that seems to be a very common configuration. It's a CR90 with TRCs, the turbo laser reroute circuits, and the Jana's Light title. And
People love
again,
it.
you avoid your obstructions.
It's the best points in the
and
game.
You're pretty much getting that 2 guaranteed
2
hits.
points.
BCC takes the Bomber Command Center. Pelta is taking a Confire token.
Let's see here. He's thinking about it. I can see the gears turning from over here in the booth. But let's see here. He's still got to push more.
Fortunately, the players we have, the gears are turning. Over here in the booth, my ears are smoking with all the things I'm thinking about, trying to comment on. So
we got to keep it. We got to keep things spicy and interesting. It's difficult.
It's actually kind of an interesting challenge when you think about it. The players on the table right now are trying to figure out how to outthink their opponents.
Right.
You and I are trying to figure out how do we fill in space.
I'm like, until they start rolling dice, I gotta fill the air. All right, we keep checking ranges here. Looks like he's outside of the
Staying
Planetary
outside
cannon.
the Planetary cannon. No judge calls yet. That's okay. We don't need to have judge calls every game.
Looks like
But
Justin's doing the assault.
we do
frigate.
have a good set of judges out here that have been doing a remarkable job here. So definitely hats off to them. And if you are here at the convention or coming tomorrow for day 1, make sure you say hello to them.
There we go. We got assault frigates nav command using it as a dial. We got shots though. Here we go.
All right, here's our first roll of the game.
Long range, side to front.
It looks like 2 LTT.
Side to front, yep. 2 damage. Looks like he's going to evade it and redirect.
Evade, redirect. Yep.
Yep.
One knock on the right side there.
I'm interested to see where he wants to keep this assault frigate in the fight.
This might be tough because when you start looking at
Ooh, look at that asteroid there.
where you're at, you're getting close to that asteroid, and you want to make sure you don't land on any of your ships. Plenty of room, it looks. Yeah, we got a clear move. That's good. That's excellent piloting right there, Garrett.
There we go. Staying in the fight, keeping that long range on there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Naruba. I don't know if I would take a Price Gazanti over Jaina's Light. Jaina's Light can land on any obstacle they want and not get obstructed. Get out of here, all right? 2 points. All right, we got the MC-30. He's taking a Navigate Dial Command.
MC-30, great ship. My favorite ship in the entire game.
I've never heard that before from you.
I may say that once every day or two, or
every
maybe
day,
5 times a day.
Every 30 seconds.
This one being run with the Foresight title, which, you know, it's interesting. I think I'm the only.
What does it do?
So Foresight's the one with the multiple tokens, correct? I don't know. I don't actually run MC-30s with tokens.
We got Foresight Admonition, all right?
Correct. So there are the 2 titles.
Foresight's are. It makes
Foresight's the one where you can spend it's boosted. So your evade is when you resolve the evade, you get an extra die out of it.
Yep.
And then we have
it's just staying at speed 2 here. Just listing
with
lazily
the
to right.
redirect on Foresight, choose an additional hull zone.
Yeah.
My personal preference is to do advanced projectors on an MC-30. Don't worry about a title because they're expensive. Admonition, on the other hand, that's the one where you chuck tokens, right? During spend defense tokens,
right.
you discard a ready defense token, cancel a die. And it's a powerful thing. It definitely keep you alive.
All right, we got the squadron phase, and none of the squadrons were activated during the game, so we got to move all of these.
Well, during the round, anyway.
Andrew's first here. You're right. I said game. I'll take it back. During the round.
Round,
Semantics.
turn. You know what? We've got a whole bunch of interchangeable terms here, I think.
Well, the viewers know what we mean. All right, they're on board.
Well, as long as the folks at home know what we're talking about, then I think we're golden.
All right, here we go with the Rebels. All right, let me trying to keep track. What does he have? Lando?
Lando is in there, yes.
All
So that's
right.
got to be the Falcon.
I love Lando. Let me just put automatic damage on you. You can't stop it.
It looks to be maybe medium range. No, that's long range. Angle.
Justin's a very what's the word I'm
Practiced?
looking for? He's very practiced, but he's very
Precise.
thank you. Yes.
Occasionally, I can come up with a good word.
He knows he's analyzing everything.
And we will keep you guys appraised of round time if we start getting close to that point, but I doubt we will. We're moving at a pretty good
We're
pace.
moving pretty good. But listen, we got a lot of squad, a lot of ships, so.
That is true. So there could be a delay here at some point, not intentionally, just because of the nature of dealing
But again,
with squadrons.
last round, so.
Yeah.
We got room. He's measuring where his squads are going to end up, trying to see where Anakin and Ahsoka are going to land.
Again, really prepping and setting up for turn 3. I think we are going to see stuff blow up on turn 3. I think it's going to be more than just a few shots.
Yeah, these fighters are going to get into the scrum. All right, looks like we've got Axe and an Arc 170 moving. Looks like a Z95.
Questioning where he's
Ooh,
going.
He's going. Looks like we're holding back squadrons, which you don't want your Z95s to get pounced on first. They gotta go first to get that alpha.
Right, and if you have that squadron dial keyed up as your next move, right, you can jump those squadrons forward and then start locking down your opponent's squadrons. And the squadron ball that Andrew has, again, we have Anakin, Ahsoka, Axe. 3 parts of that massive 4-part build for squadron balls in the Republic. And the 4 ARC 170s.
Yeah, and they're no slouches either. Like, this is a powerful squadron ball, especially when he can keep pushing them with those FCTs.
And I think it's important to mention, you know, Armada is a game. Yes, you have the ships that are critical and important to the style of play, the game. If you don't have squadrons in your list, you can easily be overrun.
Well, you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan on your
have to
capital
have a plan
ships.
for it.
You got to have, you know, QLTs, PDICs, flat guns, just something to deal with them, right? Expert shield tech with redirects. Looks like a Y-wing got moved, if my eyes don't deceive me. Yeah, so we got Justin, Rasmussen, and then we got Andrew, which I can't remember his last name right now.
Prior.
Thank you. I think Justin's from Iowa and Andrew's from Georgia.
And if we're wrong, we're sure the internet will correct us.
Probably. They'll rewrite on it. Justin's a veteran on our streams here. I think he was on a lot.
He was on last year, I think twice.
Yeah.
I think the most we had, maybe
Collins. Cause he went
Colin, yeah. Cause
last chance qualifier, he qualified and went on to day 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he was on 3 times.
Yeah.
You know, and almost made day 3.
Yeah, with his blue dice fleet, the CR90B.
But again, that just showcases a good state of where the game is. And now we're dealing in the post-errata era.
Well, I think this is the healthiest we've been.
That's actually exactly what I was going to say. In fact, when I had Wilshek on the channel earlier, we were talking about that they had been paying attention. And a little off-camera, we were talking to Will on some of their mindsets on making sure they don't go too far in one direction. Because you don't want to do that. So the kind of nice thing that we've got there is that they did adjust the game to almost a perfect balance level, I would say.
Yeah, fixing the honors and Anakin was such a godsend.
Definitely. And again, we're going to thank Will Schick for coming out on the channel. It was really nice to be able to sit down and talk to him again. We're looking forward to talking to him next year at AdeptiCon.
Yeah. And when he moseys on over here again, maybe this weekend, we'll see.
Yeah, he might stop on by for another chat. You never know.
All right, we are round 3.
Yeah,
like
we're refreshing parts resupply on both sides.
Well, Yularen might have not too much left, maybe 1 or 2 tokens.
I'm just going to show this right here. Look at that mix of ships, that little ball of that
Rebels
fleet. Definitely one of your favorites. I know you're more of a Republic guy.
I like the Republic, right?
So we'll move over here. There's your 4 Peltas, Garrett, with all those squadrons and all their magnificent glory.
You're right, Garrett. I mean, this is a very what's it called? Structured, Yularen Pelta list. It's like how it's ran. You have the fighter coordination teams. You have your ARC 170s, and you have each ship has a specific role.
But that's again important and critical to the success of it, and that's why we're playing at this level.
Good list with a good player equals success.
I mean, Garrett, you and I would play and bring our own lists to Worlds, but I mean that wouldn't be fair to the other players. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, here comes Yularen. Nav dial, using it as a dial. We're nabbing in the moon. All right, here we go. Now we're getting in range. Stuff's going down. He did not pop parts. He's saving that. Everyone's still got their tokens. Justin's picking his ship. Ooh, we're going with CR90 first. Checking range. Oh, he's got it. CR90's activating. He's got a Confire. He set that up perfectly, going to speed 4 last time. Here we go. All right. CR90's going, firing at the Pelta. They're throwing it to the dice tray for us. 1 hit. All right. Looks like he's just going to take it on the front of the Pelta.
And there's
All right,
one.
Confire in a red.
Confire in the red. There's your two.
Here it comes. There's that TRC.
Yeah, there's the TRC. I was waiting for the first TRC.
Looks like he's going to evade the double and just take 2 in the front.
All right.
And we're back to on the move.
Tell you, folks, fasten up those seatbelts because we are going to be having a incredible next 2 rounds,
Right,
I think.
because Justin's already lining up for another shot on him.
This attack run is going to be
He's going to circle
definitely
him like
something there.
He's going to circle him like a
And
shark.
so we've got shields on that Pelta there at 0 on the front, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, 1 on the rear.
Right. Good thing they sent that engineering token over there. He's going to need it.
Parts resupply.
And that's our
gonna be
Bomber
useful.
Command Center,
Yes.
by the way. So he does not want to lose that.
No, because that one's going to be effectively what manages to keep everything running.
Right. What's those rerolls? The arcs don't really need rerolls because they have 2 blues, but man, when you want it, when you want
BCC,
it.
engineering, token, and
Yep,
dial.
Dial. That gives him 6 points.
6 points. He's getting a lot of extra points in there just to repair yourself. It'll keep himself alive.
Right. So he's missing, I think, 4 shields right now. So you get 3 of those back.
Three back up on the
Yep,
front.
3
So
on the front.
yeah.
Fighter coordination team. But
Moving up forward.
it's just a
There we go.
transport, so it's just 1.
Yep.
Just the 1. All right, Justin.
Measuring. We're within range there.
That assault frigates. That fine piece of Mon Calamari engineering.
I actually don't know where the assault frigate is made.
I think the assault frigate Mark II is a Mon Cal design.
You think so?
I think so.
I'm sure someone in chat will
there's
look that
some,
up and
like,
let us know.
lore discrepancy with why that ship exists. And I think it's from Empire at War is our first like real view of it, but I think it used to be in some comics in the 90s.
No, I think it was in comic books.
Yeah.
GR75.
But I think it was like a mistake in a drawing when they were drawing a regular assault frigate, and it ended up looking weird, and they just rolled with it.
Well, I know the MC-30, I know, was, I think, a planned ship to be in Return of the Jedi.
Yes, concept
So,
art.
Yeah, it was concept art.
And then they made it again like bigger for the Ahsoka show.
For the Ahsoka show, yeah.
Star Wars has a habit of taking designs and making it bigger. But it's the
Yep.
same ship, but bigger.
GR75 takes squadron token, sends that over to the assault
we're
frigate, and
doing
is now
Ezra.
using Ezra. We are moving some
Which is great
obstacles.
because now he can move that ion cannon token on
Yep.
the debris field, or on the asteroid over.
And that's a key rule here with Star Wars Armada. You can, when you move an obstacle, if there's a token on it, it goes with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's some big brain Ezra stuff right there.
Yeah. The assault frigate Mark II
Oh,
has
it's
Mon
in.
Cal shielding.
He's got it. He's in that ion cannon range.
Oh, we're going to make that first
Oh.
shot at the beginning, at the top of the round.
I'm a little bit worried about Bomber Command Center.
I think it'll be okay for at least, 2 activations.
Ooh. Ooh. All right, GR75 is maneuvering now. We're doing the old-fashioned tilt and scoot.
I think I saw a token drop, but I could be wrong. Maybe it was just the lights
They'll take care of it.
bouncing out.
Justin's got a cool CR90. It's on like a bubble magnet turret that can like swivel. It's real fancy.
Some of the nice custom designs we
That's right.
can do here with Armada.
I broke it, all right?
He's reported he minor repairs.
This
minor
was a
repairs.
creative solution to to dropping it off the table at one point. What this tells us, Garrett, is they can hear every word we say.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's quiet in here. I need somebody to come over here and start talking in front of us. I have to make sure I don't say anything inappropriate.
And we do appreciate all the players that are willing to come out and be on the table and be on stream and have to deal with us and all of the entire internet watching this game.
All right, we got boosted going now with a squadron command.
A lot of
Our
stuff going on
clone
here.
navigation officer.
Adrian's
All right.
giving us the full write-up
He's
here.
activated a Y-wing. All right, we're bombing the side of the MC-30.
Okay, clearing the dice. Here we go. That was a Y-wing, not hitting.
Let's see here. Are they going to check range? All right, yep, we got Bomber Command Center.
Oh,
One hit.
there's one. Evades.
Expert Shield Tech.
Expert shield tech, yeah. Oh, redirect. Yeah, there we go.
Yep, EST.
Another top-notch card.
All right, we're moving now. All right, what do you think's going next?
Well,
Assault frigate?
let's see. If it was me, what would I do here? Yeah, I think you'd probably move the assault frigate next. Well, no, maybe not. Maybe move the MC-30, because I don't know that you would move a ship into range of that. Or is that last Pelta on the far right, the Yularen Pelta? Does that move this turn yet?
Yularen is already. He was the first ship to go.
So then, yeah, I would move the MC-30.
Oh, he's going
No,
assault
no, it is
frigate.
the assault frigate.
Ding, ding, ding. I win. Where's my chicken dinner? All right, he's got a nav command, it says.
Thinking of what we want to do
He's
here.
got some tokens on there. He's thinking about using.
The Pelta with Yularen is the one on the far right, so
Far
the closest to the edge of the screen. In fact, let's go ahead and we'll point that one out for you.
Wolfie? What does that mean? Is that... Clarify for me, Winter Dictor there. All right, we have Ahsoka, his engineering token, into a navigate token.
It's Wolf Yularen.
We've been seeing a lot of... Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thank you. We've been seeing a lot of Ahsoka today, man. All right, we got dice rolls. This is the assault frigate shot, side to front.
We had the LTT there, which gave us a...
What kind of a defense tokens we got on that Pelta? Oh, he's going to do brace and redirect because he uses evade already from that attack from the CR-90. I'm sure we'll shortly get a shield update here.
All right, we've got no shields now on the right-hand side of that Pelta.
Yep.
Still
2,
three up
0,
on the
1,
front.
So we redirected it.
Yep. All of it moved over to the right side. So definitely shot in the front. And, ooh, are we going to be able to make this turn, or is that going to wind up?
We're going to see. He's got a nav command and a nav token.
Yeah, that might, I don't know that that'll do that. I guess we're going to find out if he decides to commit to that move.
See if inside or something works.
Well, see, if it was me, I would probably be nutty enough to go for an inside turn.
Yeah.
Just because I think that'd be okay.
Oh,
but
Winter
then again, maybe
Dictor
not.
here. Listen, Winter Dictor, calm down, all right? Let's not get too cocky, all right? He's doing a lot of thinking here. If we can get behind these Peltas, that's a good move.
And see,
on his
here's
part.
here's the issue that Justin's facing right now. Is if he doesn't make that, he's going to wind up not moving at all, right? So it's just going to be continuous rams, and then moving back to where he's at, and then it's going to be the Jaina's Light that takes the damage. I think that might do. I don't know. That's tough to say.
I'm pretty sure
from
he'll
this
be
angle.
able to activate in the right order to keep on the move without any obstruction. All right.
We're thinking we've got.
Oh, he's trying to spin there.
Yeah,
I mean,
no.
the medium base is not huge, right? It can squeeze in places.
It can, but I
Oh,
don't
here we go.
know
Here we go.
if-
Here we go.
Did it?
Oh, he bumped.
Nope, it did. So we're
That
going
means
back.
it's going to hit that CR-90.
It's going to be at hit Jaina's Light. Now, couple things, and actually Winter Dictor's pointing this out. That does keep the assault frigate into position where
Yeah.
it can do those
It's
side
not,
shots.
It's not the end of the world, right?
It is not the end of the world, but now you are going to want to be a little bit more protective of Jaina's Light.
Yeah. Now this does kind of so Janus Light, assault frigate ram confirmed. So this kind of dictates, though, the activation order Justin's got to go on, right? Or else
Yeah,
he's going to continuously
and-
be stuck in this loop.
And that's kind of what I'm looking at here for turn. We're on what, turn 3 now?
This is turn 3
So
currently.
going into turn 4, that would be what I would be looking at, is how you have to move. Again, it depends on what your end game strategy
Right.
may wind up being.
All right. What, I think we have the expanded Hangar Bay Pelta left,
I think you're right. I think that one is not yet moved.
which I think he might make a move with Anakin here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, he's measuring it.
Well, I think the squadron battle is about to come up.
Yeah.
And once that does...
The Rebels are real spread apart, though, you know what I mean? He's got a lot of distances, because he didn't want them all locked down.
Right.
All right, yep, expanded. Navigate dial, not doing squadrons. He's going to spend his squad token. Yep.
Yep.
And
With
Yularen
Yularen with the 2.
Yep. Who's he sending? I smell Anakin.
Andrew has managed to... he's clearly practiced this list a couple times. Well, there's
here we go.
the first attack
This
there.
is Anakin into the headhunter.
Yep,
That
is-
gets it. It's done.
Yeah.
3 hole. And he's got reserve hangar deck, right?
He does have reserve
All
hangar
right, so he
deck.
brought it back with Swarm.
Yep.
Of his reserve hangar deck. Comes back on 2 health.
So I do question if some of this is just... again, leveraging the fact that we've got expanded hangar bay here. Not expanded, reserve hangar deck
On the Rebel side, yeah.
on the rebel side. I mean, you brought
Which
the
I
cards,
actually,
you might as well
I
use
completely
them.
forgot he had it until now. I was like, how did he move that Z95? But duh, reserve hangar deck.
Again,
Alright.
moving those bombers. This is the thing with FCT, right? You're moving the squadrons a little bit at a time, which is an excellent thing to do with these slow-moving ARC 170s. It's the same thing with B-wings, where they don't move quickly, but
Right.
this is a good way to get them across the board.
Especially when you got multiple Peltas doing it. Oh, Justin, make sure he's doling out his ram damage there.
Yep.
The damage of shame. All right. Activating a...
Is this the MC-30? No.
Well, we're about to find out here. Adrian's doing research. Oh, must be G-Sergeant 5, yep. So he's got a squad dial, and he's popping parts resupply. Yep. The carrier of the rebellion, the GR-75.
Best activation
Ooh,
padding
Tycho's
in the
coming
game.
Who's he going to slap?
I'm starting to get to the edge of my seat here,
I
Garrett.
know. Win a victory. I mean, it's about to get good here.
I think all we've lost so far is just the one Z95.
Well, yeah, he lost one, brought it back on 2 health. With
Ah, that's
reserve
right.
hangar deck.
Yeah.
So the points
The points is still
are gone.
0-0.
Yeah. All right, here he comes. All right, there's no escorts except for Axe. I don't know where Axe is right now.
It's worth noting, we will be happy to say when the points are 0-0, as soon as we start scoring points, we're going to be quiet because then, we might have players overhear us. So bear with us.
All right, he's trying to get in? I think he's trying to get outside of Axe. Let's see here.
Bumping some squadrons. That's okay. That happens in this game.
It's just part of it. It's part of the experience. Oh man, I'm waiting. I'm trying to find out if he's going to shoot with him. No shooting. Looks like he's just moving Tycho in the time up. Yep, no shots.
Moving that. Tier 75. Man, it's amazing how maneuverable those suckers can be, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that maneuver right there wasn't allowed, but
No, but
they can really with a nav dial. They can go wherever they want. But
that's
he's got a
kind of what
squad dial
I'm
right
thinking.
now.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. He does have the
Yeah.
squad dial. So
Now that Rebel Admiral's cracking, right? Keep
yes.
that in mind. All
So
right.
you're-
Oh, we're ramming. So he wants to stay in that exact position he's
Okay.
in.
All right. All right. Right here comes the MC30C. Showing in nav, I believe.
Yep, MC30. Navigate.
Moving along. Are we moving at speed 4 now?
Looks like he's going to prep that MC30 for the classic jump in, double, jump out.
It's one of my favorite moves with this ship.
Although with, with these Peltas, the MC30 could probably stay longer,
I mean, it could. But here's the other thing to think about, right? When you take a look at how Justin has his MC30 set up, you got your ASTs for defense, but your ordnance experts and your external racks, you're throwing an extra 2 black dice,
with the
and you can
H9s
re-roll them.
for the
And then
accuracy.
that was going to be the next thing, is as soon as you get the H9s in there, now you're almost guaranteeing you're going to do some kind of serious damage to it.
And he's got RBDs.
I may-
Dangerous to use on a 4-hull ship.
I may have to steal the concept of putting H9s, but that really does make these ships expensive.
Yeah. It's a 123-point flagship.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got Kraken on
Yeah.
there, so that's a lot of it.
All right, looks like we're doing a speed jump here. Probably token and dial, maybe.
I tell you, we've come a long way with Star Wars Armada from when we first started with victories and demolishers,
Wave 1,
yeah,
assault
Wave 1.
frigates.
And here we still have a lot of those ships on the table here.
Yeah,
on
assault
top
frigate
table.
has maintained its space as a solid option.
It
the entire
really
time. I mean, the
has.
MC30. I mean, really, most of the early Rebel ships have remained the best for the entire life of the game.
I mean, the CR90 is one of the most popular Rebel ships,
Well, yeah.
along with it's in the specific configuration of CR98, Janus
Well,
Light, and
the
Tib
double
earlier-
evade and the TRCs
Yeah.
is like a perfect pairing.
There's a points increase we do not want to see.
Rebel players everywhere would cry out in pain.
Those voices would not be silenced either.
A great disturbance in the force. All right, looks like we're making a decision. Jumping to speed 4.
And I think we're going to hit that
Look at
squadron.
that. Look at that. Look at that arc placement right there.
Oh, Neb Bs are totally useful. You just need to sit down, throw, what's
Has he got
the...
it? Oh, I don't think he's got the double. Don't.
Okay, they were making a decision on whether or not I think something hit or not. That was too close. Yeah.
Roll for overlap of the,
Yep.
the squadron.
So, again, good sportsmanship where they're both
Yeah.
like, you know what, let's just go ahead and call, rather than
one.
call a judge, do it.
That's fair. That's fair. What was the decision? We keeping him in the rear there? All right. So, Taiku remains his job of locking things down. That's true. I think you said that too. The Neb
Yep.
B, poor Neb
So,
B.
well, but see, here's the thing. The Neb B, you throw auxiliary, what's the one with the side shields?
right,
Squadron
squadron
phaser. That's auxiliary shield teams. Okay, and then you make your Nebulan B gun line and just move slowly forward.
we're just band-aiding things here, Ken. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. The Nebulan B is a great ship. Not as good as the MC30, you know.
Poor Neb B. That one shield on the side, man.
Well,
Double brace redirect.
yeah, I mean, that's...
Tragedies.
Now, if it was a brace double
So-
double redirect, that'd be different.
So this is an ARC 170 shooting at a Taiku.
Yep, and
Stop.
we've got 2. Here's the
No
count.
scatter. Counter back for nothing.
Yeah.
To Taiku, full health still.
All right, here's another shot here.
Looks like a second arc.
3. Being scattered.
Burns it. No, he's still got his
No,
scatter.
he's got
okay.
it. Counter
back
is...
for 1.
Yep.
Justin's trying to decide
What he wants to do with those
if he's going to
squadrons.
send squads in or not.
I mean, I would.
Adrian, was that 2 ARC 170s that fired? Okay, that's what I thought. Into Tycho. All right, looks like we're moving a Z95 up. Out of combat. All right, now we are. So it looks like Justin's keeping his squad, holding him back. Doesn't want to send him into the scrum.
Andrew's
Not
coming up,
rogue.
taking a look at what we've got here for squadrons. What he wants to do with his next two.
Who's in the back here? Is this Ahsoka? It must be. So she can bump somebody. Yep. This is Ahsoka's special
Yep,
combat
Ahsoka.
move.
Roll your 2 dice. Yep. With your attack counter.
Back with Tycho.
Nothing.
These guys aren't hitting nothing.
I mean, we've got the squadron battles just not going. So you know what? It's all ace pilots. That's
Well,
why.
it's a long range squadron battle, so they're just missing their shots. All right. Look how far away these squads are.
I mean, they're at least range. They're within range 1. So would that be 3 parsecs?
That'd be way too long, right? All right, we got Axe coming in here. And he's just moving.
Moving to the
It
front.
looks like Ketsu
Landing
is
on the
moving,
asteroid.
And now Lando's moving. Pillow fight, yeah. Just put agate on the neb. Listen, we keep band-aiding things, all right? You're just making the neb try and do something another ship does better. I'm sorry. All right, looks like another ARC 170 move in. I think we're getting ready to move into round 4 here.
I think you're right.
Oh, one left. Oh, he's got somebody who can move.
What's
Another
Tico
ARC
doing?
170. So Adrian's let us know that Tycho is on 3 hull points. But he has both his defense tokens still, right? All right. Let's see here. Both on red at the moment, but they'll get refreshed here. This is the end. All right, we're moving on to
And
round
we're going
4.
into round 4
This got to
and
round 4
dials.
really fast, Ken.
This really did. We are only about an hour into the game.
I think things are about to bog down here.
I think we're going to get. Yeah, you're right. Hey, this is going to probably be the longest turn right here. Is turn 4.
And we're setting dials now. All right, we're checking. He's hoping that arc changed since he last checked. All right, I'm getting reports from the field that in the status phase, a refreshed clone navigation officer. I think that was unexpanded. All right, Andrew is first player. Let's see what he picks. Sorry, buddy. I'm trying to think of something to say here. I got left solo for a second. All right, looks like they're ready. Okay, expanded hangar bay is going. And expanded hangar bay is the second Pelta to the right. All right, he revealed a navigate with the clone navigation officer. Oh, we're firing the ion cannon first, everybody. And we're firing that at the Bomber Command Center Pelta. So we're hitting the front of the Pelta. It does have 3 shields. Ion cannon is firing. And they're going to let me know what it is in the dice tray, politely. Looks like he got 4 hits. No crit, no crit. 4 hits, no crit. So he's going to brace. And he's going to redirect it. All right. Can I get he did shoot the front of the Pelta? Okay, yeah. All right. All right. So expanded is going. He's got a squadron command. He's got a token. So with Yularen, he can activate 5 squadrons now. Yep. So here we go. Let's see what he moves first here. I want to say that's Axe from my angle that I can see. And we're still trying to eliminate Tycho. Yep, Axe is attacking Tycho. 3, nope, no accuracy. He does have a swarm reroll. To a double, he's got a scatter. Yep, he did scatter. Counter back for 2. Looks like Axe will brace it to 1, which is good. All right, we got 4 squadrons left. That's right. The Ion Cannon is brought to you by Ion Radio. Okay. Produced using the finest Ortobana gas. All right, looks like we've got Anakin or Ahsoka. Anakin, Deltakin, here he comes. The most hated man on the planet. Here we go. Adept. There it is. He's looking for that accuracy.
Yep, there it is.
I think that puts Tycho down to 2 hull points. And then he's going to
splash
splash him.
down to
of course he is. So he's at 1.
Yep.
Oh.
Here's the counter.
Oh, dodge reroll.
Reroll.
Oh, he takes
Stays
it.
the same.
He could axe it. Oh, he's axing it. Yep.
Yep.
Dirty Anakin.
That again, that's part of the power of this squadron combination.
All right. Let's see. He's going to finish him off probably with Ahsoka here. Oh, yeah. Here she comes. Here she comes. Dave Filoni's favorite. Anakin is going to get popped by Ahsoka here.
Yeah. Here's his 2
Burns
scatter.
the scatter. But now she's got her shot. Oh, he's countering back.
We're in dodge
Dodge
that
reroll.
one.
Oh, there it
Ooh,
is.
there we
Dirty
go.
Anakin. Got him again. Deltakin.
All right, there's Ahsoka's shot. We
Yep.
got 1.
Counter back.
Yeah, 1.
1 back at Ahsoka. He's got options.
And that
Scattering
was
That's Tycho's dead,
Tycho's
right?
gone.
The great, famous Tycho. Executive Officer of Rogue Squadron. Legends.
More fighter
Now
combat
this is
here.
an ARC 170 attacking the MC-30.
Bomber Command Center firing.
He's re-rolling Bomber Command Center.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ARC 170. Starting to chip away at that MC-30 there.
Well, if done right, an
So
MC-30 should
that
be
is-
able to take 14 points of damage
That's-
before it goes up.
So he went Axe, Anakin, Ahsoka, ARC 170. So he's sending in another. Yep, here is the next one. Next ARC 170. Hit crit.
Good crit, yeah. And they got bombers, so I mean that's
Yep. And he's going to EST it to 1. And I believe that's 5 squadrons activated. Off 1 Pelta. What a beast. All right, here we go for our
Side
shots here.
shots.
From the Pelta into the MC-30. Oh, Kraken, because he
That
is going
speed 3 or 4. Yeah,
Yep.
we're only taking 1.
Oh, they decide he's outside of medium, so no
Oh,
shots.
no shots at all.
allowed. This is front to side.
Yeah, I believe so.
There's a double.
Yep.
And we're at long range.
Evade.
Evade with foresight.
Okay, got to
All right.
re-roll both. It goes
So
down to
now
1.
he's at 1. What a wild ride there. I think at the end of that we've got, the shields on the left side of
Oh,
the MC-30
good God, they're
are down.
gone.
Yeah.
But
so
the rest of the MC-30 is
it's
fine.
still full, 3, 3, and 2. So, engineering, move those shields over.
Yeah,
Problem
and
solved.
that's exactly what you want to do.
Sorry, buddy.
And heck, you might even be able to do that as with just a token.
Yeah.
MC-30 is 3 engineering points. So, well, token will only give you 2, so you would need a dial, but still, you can move a lot.
He's got a token on the ship right now.
Right, so you move 2 of them.
He's ready to go. I like to see this. He's aggressively maneuvering the Peltas back into the fight. All right, so now we're going to go back to Justin. And that was the first activation. So
Right.
far, you missed the ion cannon shot,
Yep.
which hit the front of the Bomber Command Center Pelta.
Mm-hmm.
And he braced and redirected it. So he's got red tokens right now. And he's in range of the Assault Frigate and that CR-90 and the MC-30. So
We got a lot of potential
yeah.
firepower here
'Cause
that's going to be hit.
I want to say that's close range for the MC-30 to that Bomber Command Center.
We got a crowd starting to come around the table.
Well, this is the
gonna
most
be
exciting
fun.
table, right?
I
This
mean,
is
right
it.
now, this
Yeah.
is like it. If we get a status update on the other games, we will give that to you. We might even stick around a little bit afterwards, depending on where the other ships are falling into play, or
hey.
the other tables.
Hey there, Downsize it. Nice to see you. Excited to see everybody.
Missed your ticket because of a projector misaligned. Okay. Well, you could still have come to last chance qualifiers.
Well, first off, I mean, there's so many side events here.
Oh,
You coulda
good gosh,
came-
yeah.
Well, see, the way they got the prizes set up this year is it's tickets based. So if you played in all the side events and collected tickets, you could have got the same prizes as the people playing in the main event.
Right.
Which is really interesting. All right, the MC-30 has activated, so he's getting ready to throw some dice. Looks like he's got a nav command, he says.
Yep.
And he's going to
Using
use
that
that
as
as
a
a
dial.
dial. But he's got some more decisions to make here. Yeah, listen, if you have the ability to come to AdeptiCon reasonably, I would do it. Play an LCQ, sign up for all the side stuff, especially they keep doing this ticket thing.
Oh, yeah.
Again, you get the same prizes as everyone else.
And I think one of the other nice things is AdeptiCon's a great con to be at. It's very friendly. It's small.
Small? I don't know if I
Well,
use
okay.
the word small.
Relatively speaking, it's a small con, but I mean there are I think I was hearing 8,000 people here this year, so
that's pretty big size.
It's a good
Big
size.
old vendor hall, lots of activities.
We do have a full slate of.
All right, so
we're
he
moving shields around.
Did move
so
the shields on the MC-30 with his engineering.
three
token.
going to the front, one off to the right side, two on
All
the
right,
left,
Here's our shot. This is front.
rear to front.
Rear to front of that Pelta behind him. So if I go back here, yeah, so he's got a Pelta behind him, the expanded hangar bay one.
Yep.
So he's going to redirect that hit from the rear of
Yep.
the MC-30. And now he's got to do his side shot.
Yep. We've got two. As we have a break, I'll answer the question. Yes, it has always been at the same spot. It's here at the Renaissance Hotel
in
and
Schaumburg.
Conference Center in Schaumburg. Because of the sheer size this year, Armada has been moved to the Hyatt Regency, which is just down the street.
Yeah. Multiple
And-
games, though. Like,
Yeah,
there's
it's not just Armada.
Canterbury, I
There's
think
there's several
like
games.
Bolt action and stuff over here.
But Armada in specific, just given the sheer size, tomorrow we're going to have about 120 players.
120, 128. Like, we're trying to find tables over here already.
Yeah, it's there's going to be a lot of Armada going on tomorrow. So we're going to be doing our best to cover as much of it as we can. We are definitely going to be only able to stream the one game.
All right. Looks like Justin's
He's picking
waiting
up
for
dice.
this. I'm waiting for this side shot. All right, he's
going
okay. Here we go. Side to front
side
of
to
Bomber
front.
Command Center, which is our one with low shields. All
Right. And we're looking. Here we go. We're getting close to the roll. We're getting close to the roll.
He's got H9s, X racks.
Okay, we
Oh,
start with an egg.
ho,
Ooh,
ho.
that
is a
look
roll,
at that.
ladies and gentlemen.
That's 5 hits with the accuracy, and
man.
we haven't even started with anything yet.
adding
X-Rax, yeah.
X-Rax
I was
in.
wondering
Here
if
they
that was
come.
going to come in. Here it comes. All right,
Oh,
there's
ordnance
another
experts.
double. Ordnance experts on the one die.
Oh man. He's got two doubles though.
Yeah. Still, I mean,
All
for
right.
7 damage, what else are we going to decide to do here?
I don't think he's used his H9s yet.
No, I don't think so.
And is it
And
happening?
there it is.
There it is.
So
He'll
block.
Get rid of,
block a
Yep,
couple tokens,
H9, he'll get rid of that blank
take
black.
6. Yeah.
All right. Bomber Command Center is in trouble, ladies and gentlemen.
And that is not, like you mentioned earlier, that is not the Pelta you want to lose this early. We are redirecting
gonna
this, so
use
that
this-
one wasn't blocked.
Right, he blocked the evade and brace. About to find out. One face
One
up.
face up. So
So
let's
shields
see,
are
what
gonna
is the
be
crit?
gone.
We're shuffling the damage deck because we forgot to do that at the beginning of the game. If I had a nickel for every time I did that.
All right,
We
yep.
have no shields left
One
on,
shield
on
the
that
rear
one
of
on the
that
rear.
Pelta.
What do we have? The
Oh,
crit
boy, here it
is
Injured crew.
Injured crew.
Get rid of them command tokens.
that is not the one you want
no
right now.
command tokens. Oh, man.
Okay. Evade and discard.
He gets
Okay.
rid of defense token? So I think he's got a red brace and a red
Yeah.
redirect now. Which one's the command token one? What's that one called?
No,
I
isn't
thought was
that?
injured crew.
Hang on. Let's go through that. Injured crew.
Am I thinking? I'm
Injured
thinking
crew's the defense
I'm thinking
tokens.
of life support
You're
failure.
thinking life support
Life
failure.
support failure is one of the
Yep,
command
that's the
crew.
one where you cannot have them. You discard them and
yeah.
get rid of them. Yeah.
Injured crew is get rid of a
Yeah.
defense token of your choice.
Correct.
Sorry, everybody. Over here staring at the
Yeah,
dice tray. Listen, it was a good roll, okay? You got to admire it.
We do a lot admiring of the dice tray and
That's-
all the chips
yeah.
here.
We spent a long time setting the camera up, okay?
We do have like 3 monitors and about 17
You-
screens
what,
that we're looking
27
at.
buttons to push, right? Ken's over here waving his hands at me. Push the right button. All right, so we're still rolling at speed 4 here. Looks like he's going to bail on the situation. I don't blame him. It's what you do with an MC30.
Yeah, but he doesn't have Bail Organa on the ship.
Textbook of maneuver. That's because they got rid of your rebel bail. They said no more.
I like
Get him
my
outta
Rebel
here.
Bail. But that's neither here nor there. We're not playing with him anymore. Now he's in the Republic, and you guys got him.
Original. Much of it like S tier. Best bail.
Has the 4 Pelta list been on top table
Yeah.
all day? I think it has
It
been.
has. It has been.
We have been making a point, though, throughout the day to make sure for the first 3 rounds we have a different group of individuals that we are showcasing on stream. And then this one, we're looking at either table 1 or 2. We decided to just go with table 1.
Yep.
Because what the heck? Let's get the top table here
exciting,
at the end.
right?
And it's exciting. It's fun.
exciting.
But I think the other games, we had one game at table 13 and one at table 14. So again, just trying to show a variety of different matchup strategies.
Well, we had to show our guy, Ryan.
Well, we threw
first
Ryan
off,
on
yeah.
there just because we figured why not. And,
Watched him get a beautiful 10-1.
he wound up getting a 10-1, so clearly we didn't hassle him enough.
right.
So,
All right, he overlapped a squadron.
and of course, we'll keep you guys updated on how he does as well.
He's at 5th place right now with 22 points. So
At the
he's in
beginning of the
running.
round, that's exactly what
He's
he
in the
was.
running. Listen, he can get in there.
Yep.
All right.
All right, so
Looks like Bomber Command Center is getting activated now.
yep.
we
Engineering
go.
dial and token.
Yep. Engineering dial.
Yep.
Yep. He's going to spend it on 2 shields. And he's only got 1 hull damage, so
Oh, so that was just a dial, no token.
shooting at the escape. So we're going to flak at the Z95. That legendary
One.
Pelta transport flak. Double die.
Is that the only flak we had? I think so.
I think so. Justin has his squadrons really well placed out where they can't get locked down all at
Yeah.
once. It looks like we're going to overlap our own squadrons here, but he's got FCT for 1. Well, FCT for move 1.
One of the things we did for you guys this year was to make sure we had enough camera coverage of the table, just so that we can get as many different angles as possible. And what I find funny is that we've only used, I think, 4 of the cameras
Well, you know,
today.
it just depends on
because of
where
where
the
the
players fight, you know
games
what I mean?
are playing.
Moving over here. And doing that FCT. Moving to Ahsoka. Ooh, and that lets...
We got
she
one.
moved, which allows her to
Yep.
activate a squadron with that 2 blue. Looks like we've popped another... So that Z95 got killed, but we've done another reserve hangar deck and put it back on the board. How many reserve hangar decks does that Rebel fleet have?
I think it's only the 2.
2?
But let's take a quick look at not Andrew's list. We're looking at Justin's list. Justin has 1, 2. No, just the 1. Yeah, 2.
So just 2.
Both
Okay,
on the
so they're done. They're done.
GR75s.
No more reserve hangar deck.
Right.
All right.
GR75 squadron.
Activating.
Taking it as a token.
All right, he's comms-ending that squad token, or an engineering token over to MC30. Oh, he Ahsoka'd it.
Okay.
There we go.
Yeah.
Took a token, Ahsoka'd it, engineering.
Yep. Moving the squadron, or moving the ship squadron.
And yeah, Ben, that Thrawn mat, I thought about you when I first saw it. I was like, Ben's gonna love this. So you gotta save every bit of ticket to get that thing.
That is a really pretty one. And again, as I mentioned earlier, we had the ability to take 4 of them and put them out there currently on
the table. All right, we got Yularen going now. And he had a nav command, and he's definitely using it. Those unnatural clicks. Remember, Yularen's ships just got out of GAllia and the parts resupply.
Here's our beauty shot of the Republic fleet. For those of you that much prefer Rebels, here you go.
Look at him go. Look at that cowardly MC30 run. Just like always.
Yeah, that's what MC30s do. They shoot in and out. And again, if you folks watching the stream have any comments or ways you think that we can improve the stream quality, let us know. If there's things you need to know, information. Here
Looks
goes
like
the
we got the
CR90.
CR90 activating, and it's doing a...
There's the TRC to do a double.
CR90, TRC,
Evading,
to a double.
And it goes.
What are we shooting at, Adrian? Bomber Command Center? That's the one we've been hammering. We're going to get a shield update here, or a hull damage update.
Look at that. That's a potential ram right there.
Now, he did have a nav command. Did he have a nav command, Adrian? No, he had a Confire. Okay. Interesting. Can we get an update on that Pelta status? Trying to find out how BCC's doing here.
I think BCC's in trouble.
Okay. Classic ram move here. So that's the only time you
All
can
right,
overlap the tool.
BCC
Right?
has 3 on top, none on the right, 2 on the left, and 1 in the rear.
Okay. Yep. Okay. CR90 did ram that GR75. All right. Boosted's going, and it's the Pelt in the back right now of the map.
Showing the squad dial.
Yep. Squadrons. Boosted to medical. It can push 2. I don't know if he had a token on him. All right, we're pushing. Yep, must be an Arc 170.
Yep.
Too bad we're not
Going
playing
to
superior
make
positions.
an attack here.
Ready? He's gonna roll 2 blues at him. 2 hits.
2 hits. Look at that.
I'm not sure what the defense token status on that MC30 is. I think they're red at this point. All red, all red. So he's got to either take it or chuck them.
Those were in the price pack set, weren't they?
I have that one. It's like double
Oh, he sent an ARC 170 that's already been activated.
Oh, okay. So we're going back. We're going back.
So we're sending somebody else. Because it is the boosted Pelta.
If you want to,
Alright, so he's going to send a unactivated ARC 170. Trying to stay out of that double.
This is one of the things when you're at the 4th round of a full day of tournament play.
Yeah.
You're sitting there trying to make sure you're remembering everything you have. You're concentrating very hard on every little moving piece in your ship, and you've now this is the 4th time you're running through it. Potentially, in some cases, like your 30th round of the day, it can wear down on you. Actually, it wouldn't be 30. Yeah, it could be because you could get 3, 6, 24 total rounds that you could play. So,
all right. So this is the. Is this the assault frigate firing? All right, assault frigate side to side in the bomber command center. Ooh,
and
into a
4
double.
total. Ooh. We don't need TRCs. We have doubles. Okay, that's gone with.
He's discarding the evade. Getting rid of both. Man, this bomber command center is being a real pain to kill.
It's just not going.
That's what, I mean, Peltas are good.
I seriously thought that was going to go last turn. And you remember it was just getting pelted.
He's getting got hit by the ion cannon. Hit multiple times. Moving this MC30 out of the way. So on that Pelta, we're now at 3 shields in the front, 1 shield on the left, and 1 shield in the rear still. It just won't go down again. And I think it only has like maybe 2 hull damage.
Something like, yeah. If even that. I think it might only have 1. I think that was a ram, if I'm right.
Well, I knew the MC30 did get 1 damage through with its H9s.
Now, I'm sitting here looking at where we're positioned now. So we've got, we've kind of made our primary pass of our ships. You know, we've got the Republic Peltas going up towards the northern part of the field, if you will, and most of the Rebel ships going down towards the southern part, with that MC30 looking like it could potentially go and try and
Come back
swing around and back.
Doesn't have time, though.
But I don't know that
moving
we're going to do that,
5,
because
so.
we're going to go in round 5. I think the bulk of our engagement's probably over
The
at this
assault
stage.
frigate CR90 is the only thing left to really do damage.
Yeah,
And then it's squadrons, maybe.
and all you need is the squad.
He needs to send in Lando
Yeah,
to do his automatic damage. You know what I mean?
right, where you throw your token. And again, Justin doing his planning, make sure he gets the maximum number of points that he
just
can.
doesn't we lock down with these squadrons, you know?
Yeah. It's definitely a lower scoring game. I was expecting it to be higher.
Well, I think they've both been trying, honestly, but both sides have been difficult to take out. We've got the reserve hangar decks, bringing back this Z95s we've killed twice now. MC30's escaped now. This bomber command center is still alive, and it's probably still going to keep engineering.
TR-75 squadrons.
And he's going to Ahsoka. So Justin's taking a token and turning it into a squadron token. Or something like that. We'll see what happens here. I think Justin's trying to decide what to do with this.
So we did confirm we have 1 hull damage on the Bomber Command Center Pelta.
Oh yeah, because it had the injured crew, right?
Right.
You
So
flipped that one face down.
I'm just sitting here, Garrett, and I'm
Oh, we shot it like 6 times.
yeah. It's the Pelta that will not die. All right, we do have a shot here.
Okay, this is a Z95. Adrian's updating me here. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, 1 hull on the expanded.
1 hull
okay.
on expanded.
So the BCC doesn't have it.
Did he get rid of it? He must have.
He must have. Okay, so what are we shooting here? I think these have to be Z95s or something,
Yeah.
or bombing runs. We have.
We apologize. We've lost our connection of what's happening for a second here. I want to say the GR5 activated 2 Z95s. Did that GR75 activate 2 Z95s? All right. Well, anyways, we're moving on. I'm not sure what's being activated now.
Definitely squadrons being moved off that
Squadron.
the Pelta.
Andrew hit 1. He's got
I
hit
think
by
it was
1
just the
ion
one.
cannon.
Yeah.
And that was from Justin used Ezra to move an ion cannon token that was on an asteroid field over to where the Peltas were.
And that was a legit ion radio, ion cannon shot.
That's right. Again, it's sponsored by Ortobana Gas. Only the best.
Still in turn 4. I think turn 5 and 6 are going to be relatively quick. 5 is going to be, I think the decision, and 6 is just going to be run away, I think.
So
at
this is
point.
squadron phase. He's just moved Lando back onto a debris field.
Yeah.
I don't know how many so 5, 6, I think 7 or 6 Republic squadrons have already gone. Doing more measurements. This is Ketsu on you. And she's going on a asteroid to remain obstructed. All right, so we're moving on
Here
to
we
round
go
5.
into round 5. A lot going on here in these first 4 rounds. Garrett,
everything up. Well, I mean,
I'm
they
really
both
excited
try
to
to
see
kill
what
things.
we move here.
They
But
can't kill things.
we've got a couple squadrons that have been
Yeah.
removed, and that's about it.
And they haven't even been removed. They
Yep.
came back as reserve hangar deck, so.
Clone navigation officer is
refreshed.
refreshed.
He's going to do that trick again with expanded.
Mm-hmm.
Because Andrew needs to kill some squadrons to get some points here.
We're coming up to the top of the hour. We're at 6:45 here local time. Very sunny day, little cold out here in the Chicagoland area.
Mm-hmm. A little colder than I want it to be. It's in the 20s. Or was this morning. All right. Andrew's got a decision to make here. Who's going first? We're still setting dials, it looks like.
Well, we're making these final decisions for turns 5 and 6.
Yeah.
And if this game does go into turn 6 with the possibility for some big points, you're making your decisions now to make sure that you're not going to get into trouble later. So a question came up for tomorrow. We are streaming tomorrow. I believe round 1 begins at 9, or it's scheduled to begin at 9. There was a delay this morning. I don't think we started till 9:30 almost.
No, we got 9:06.
9:06. Okay, so we got started a little late. It's one of those things where we're anticipating starting coverage probably around 8:45 in the morning, 9 o'clock. Depends on when we have everyone here and we start. So I think officially we'll start at 9 and then move on, I think, to the different rounds.
Yep.
I think the next one's at 11:30, then 2:45, then 5:15 tomorrow. And that'll be the same schedule that we keep for Saturday as well. So day 1 and 2. Day 3 will update with the correct times, because that will be three rounds instead of 4, and we have to be finished before 4 o'clock when the
Yeah,
convention
'cause
ends.
everyone's got to get out of here. Got to tear it down.
I suspect that one we will be starting at 8 a.m. local time. So that's
Typically.
Central.
Ion
We're
cannon
your
is
second
firing.
ion cannon
Ready?
shot.
So it's going after Bomber Command Center, I want to say, which is the one we've been hammering all game.
Yep.
Yep, it is in range. All right, here we go. Into the side of Bomber Command Center. It's only got 1 shield on the side.
2 with an accuracy.
That's the crit. That's
Yeah.
the crit. I wonder if he's going to
Oh,
pop
3,
it.
yeah, crit. So we're bracing that to 2.
Brace to 2. He must have blocked his redirect because he didn't want to send those 3 shields to the front.
Well, you want the damage to go in. That's what you want.
I think it sounds like he's, standard crit. He's not going to do that special one.
Faulty
Faulty
countermeasures.
countermeasures. I think that means he can't refresh his defense token.
That one is you cannot spend exhausted defense tokens. So
All right,
we're
expanded.
moving to expanded.
All right.
Update on the Pelta. We've got 3 in the front, no side shields, 1 in the rear. So,
I think now we got 2 damage on it, I want to say.
yes.
All right, Deltacon's going on
No,
first
we
here.
have 1 because it was cleared out previously. So yeah, we're just,
Still
all right.
one. All right, Anakin is attacking a Z95. Easy pickings here. Oh, yeah.
Well,
Add it.
there's 2. And
I think
no.
splash damage.
Splash damage, yes. So you'll take it out
Auto
that way.
damage.
I tell you, that's one of the abilities Anakin has.
All right, so we're going after another Z95. So that kills 1 Z95. All right, we finally got rid of 1.
Yeah. After the number of them that have come back with reserve hangar tech.
Yeah. No, we still have more time. I think it's like
We started the round at 5:15, so we are an hour and a half-ish into it, so we have at
pretty
least
close.
45 minutes.
Yeah.
My guess is we will finish coverage before the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then we may jump back on for a short stream. Depends on where we sit. If a winner's pretty much clear, we might say something. But I think we'll either go to an intermission for a couple minutes and come back on live once we have results. We will let you guys know as we get to the end of this game.
Axe is going now. So Axe has been activated. This is his 2nd squadron. He's got a swarm reroll. Yep, he's using it.
Yep, there's
All
the
right.
one.
There's 1 damage. That means that Z95 is on 1 hole left.
Yep.
I think we got 3 more squadrons to go.
So we've got the Arc, or the you almost had me do it. The Arc, it's the Arc 170
70.
shot. We are
Shooting at the MC30. 2 hits. He's going to expert shield tech
EST, yeah.
and takes
1
1
hull.
on the hull damage. All right. So that's the first damage on the MC30, I want to say. Yep, I can see it there.
Well, there's
There it is.
2
2
crits.
hits. Same thing again, it sounds like.
Yeah.
He's going to redirect.
Redirect those.
He's
Oh,
going to expert
EST.
shield tech again. Okay. Makes sense. No damage taken. All right. 1 damage taken on the MC-30.
That MC-30 is a tough little ship. Still have a ton of time to play here. We are in round 5.
All right, we got to pick up points here. All right. We're measuring from Lando. Okay, Ahsoka is going after Lando. Because he's like, what,
Update on the
20
MC-30, no shields in the rear, 2 on the left, 1 on the right, and 3 up front.
and 1 hull damage. All right. Flak from the Pelta to the GR-75 scatters it or evades.
That's Z95. It's gone.
Oh, the Z95. I'm sorry. What am I doing? So that kills it. It had 1 hull point left. So he's got 2 Z95 so far.
Yep. Now we're moving that Pelta.
And he's got plenty of shields. He doesn't have to worry about Lando or anything.
Nope.
All right. Well, let's see if we can finish off Bomber Command Center here. He must have not had a clone officer ready for a token.
That'd
He
be
just
my
did 3
guess. I don't think we
squadrons.
had an opportunity. It's been used and just no opportunity to really refresh it.
Fighter coordination team. And he can move 3. All right. Moving on to Justin here. Justin's trying to pick targets out.
Noticing on Justin's side, we've got maneuver tools, range rulers, dice, edge marker tokens for the player.
It's getting messy over there. Right?
Clearly,
All attention is put into what's
I was
going
just
on.
going to say that. Justin is fully attentive to the entireties of this game, doing whatever he can to score as many points as possible to, if not guarantee, get himself as close as possible to taking that top slot.
He needs 100 plus, but I don't know if he's got time. All right, he's checking range.
Think
on the
we're
assault
out.
frigate.
Looks like we're out. From our angle. Could be different on the table.
Now that's expanded up there. I mean, I guess maybe he's trying to will it down so Lando can take it out.
That'd be my guess, is starting to bring
But,
Lando Calrissian and
mean,
do his, like we
I
were
would-
talking about earlier, dump the token,
Yeah.
do the damage.
I would keep investing in my BCC target I've been putting in this whole round. just checking every single squadron right now.
Well, that's half the fun. Half the fun.
Well, maybe they're Naruba, but the problem is the Republic's got so many squadrons to tie 'em up with.
So CR90s chose a concentrate fire.
All right, here we go. CR90, rear of our Bomber Command Center.
And
Got a Confire.
there come the dice. There's 2.
Oh,
we
here
know
he
that
comes.
I'm assuming one's going to get
He's
TRC.
going to do the TRC.
There we go.
Yep, 3 damage. Jaina's light, unobstructed, obviously.
I mean, yeah, it's what you're going to shoot.
Bomber
All right,
Command Center.
BCC. This it was
rear,
into,
the rear of it. It's taking damage.
Yeah, I saw some cards come out. Still alive.
Looks like he's on 3 damage, 3 hull damage. I want to say, looking at the camera here. And remember, the CR90 is still in an odd spot here. And with the Confire command dial, it's a lot harder to nav than
I
you
mean,
think.
yeah, it's exactly what you could do with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we're at the top of the hour here almost, let's go ahead and pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're watching the 2024 Star Wars Armada World Championship on Ion Radio.
Last chance qualifier. All right, our CR90 successfully not flown off the board. All right, Andrew's about to activate Bomber Command Center with an engineering command.
Yep.
It gets 4 more points.
It's gonna.
Oh my gosh.
This Pelta will not go. This is gonna stay. I bet you Andrew could take this BCC Pelta and run it for the next 4 days and not reset the ship at the end of each game, and still it will be alive at the end of the game. That's my guess.
Maybe not that far, but it's an absolute tank. All right. Looks like he's didn't have shots to take, so he's just moving.
Just moving.
All right. Yeah, he's still in range of that assault frigate, though.
Tons of debris field on the north part of our map.
He's doing
treacherous up there.
Fighter coordination teams. See, this is what I'm saying, Narugo. He's going to surround his Pelta with squadron so Lando can't do anything.
Right, because then you're forced to do stuff.
Right.
So BCC now has 2 shields on the front, 1 on the rear. And those 2 were we had shields moved to the rear to protect it.
All right. So that's what he uses.
Still no
points
side
for.
shields. But I think you're right, Garrett. I think we're at 2 hull damage now to it. And Pelta takes, 5 to kill?
I'm pretty sure he's at 3. But maybe
I think he got rid of 1. But
got rid of 1? Oh, that's what he did.
Yeah.
He spent 3 points to get rid of 1.
And he moved
his
a shield to the rear.
injured crew, and then he moved a shield from the front to the rear. All right. Looks like G75 has a squadron command. Yep, he's pushing him. G75 squadron command.
Yep. So we're going to push our squads here. Maybe here's where Lando comes into play.
Maybe. He doesn't have Adar Talon, right? I don't remember that name being spoken to me.
Adar Talon is not in this list,
Okay.
though.
FCTs are not OP, all right? Get out of here. Do you want to make it so we can never use B-Wings and ARC-170s, all right?
Justin really looking at his pieces here, making his decisions.
Yeah, it's just been a good management of engineering commands. I guess lucky shots on his ship, and then
honestly, yeah, it's again with 4 engineering points to repair every turn.
Mm-hmm.
You're guaranteed to remove 1 of your damage cards, and then you can shift a shield.
But still,
or you're adding 2 shields.
It's been shot twice with the ion cannons.
At least,
it's been
shot
shot
twice
by
with the ion
every ship twice.
Probably.
The only thing that hasn't been done is bombed. It got hit with a monster side arc from the MC-30.
It did, and I'm surprised it stayed alive.
Mm-hmm.
I think Justin is trying to look at where he can potentially place Lando to come in and take that thing out. I think
if I was Justin, I'd be very frustrated right now about that BCC.
I suspect you could probably move Lando in there, but you're going to move him away.
Yeah, well, Lando's only speed 3.
So he's not going to be
exactly
able to
get that far.
No. And we're thinking through where we can move.
So he's got Ketsu on you there.
If Justin can take out the Bomber Command Center Pelta, right? That right there is 56 points. And I'm pretty sure we've got we were just
we just got a 30-minute
just
warning.
told we got the 30-minute warning, which is about right for what we were figuring we would go to.
Because this is round 5 right now. So
we are in round 5. Now, there is a new rule. Here's something we have not talked about yet today. There is a new rule that is in play for the World's Tournament. This would include Last Chance Qualifier. At the 2-hour mark, so in 15 minutes, we will not be able to move to another round. So
That's right.
if they can in the next 15 minutes finish round 5, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do.
Yeah, they're almost done here.
Then you can no longer add another round. So
Right.
if we don't finish round 5 in the next 15 minutes, the game will get called at the end of the round.
Yep.
A little bit.
All right, Justin, we're still sitting on this GR75 squad activation command decision. He's checking flak, ranges. Seeing where squadrons can go. He's putting a lot of thought into this move.
Do apologize for some of the noise. We had a whole bunch of players just get them out of the main hall here to update the scores. So the judges' table is right next to us.
And I think he's going to move his Z95. Maybe not. Justin's got analysis paralysis right now.
Well, he's looking at how can he really kill Bomber Command Center.
Yeah, he has to get the points.
He needs the points. And that's a plethora of points right there that is going to effectively give you the opportunity to do more than a 6-5.
Yeah, and he can't kill any of these Republic squadrons.
Right.
They're all in full health.
What table will we?
Do we actually have a
something's-
decision here?
Something's happening.
Yep.
He's
We had
rolling
a
a blue
shot.
die.
That's a bomb into, or was that?
So the
MC
MC-30 got activated
Yeah.
with a nav command, and then it shot a blue die at the Pelta. Oh, okay. So we got more good sportsmanship from Andrew here. Andrew let him unactivate his GR75 and do the MC-30 instead. So that's what happened. So we haven't done the GR75 yet. All right, now the MC-30 is moving after its rear shot. All right, now I'm
Okay.
back. Now the world makes sense again.
I was trying to figure out what was happening
so
there. That was
confused.
getting a little. What is that?
Boosted. All right, the
Boosted.
boosted Pelta is going to get activated now.
With squads.
And I think he's still working on his bubble around Bomber Command Center here.
Right. And placement here that Andrew's putting things into. Again, it's keeping it where you have to. It's going to be hard to tag it.
This is real smart. This is a real world, like screening your injured destroyer as it's leaving the field of battle so it doesn't get picked off by enemy squadrons. Yeah, look at that.
And that right there
safe.
now.
It's safe.
So
There's
and
nothing he
you
can
know,
do about it now.
I think Andrew's been pretty much keeping all of his ARC 170s just sitting around, and that's another thing. ARC 170s, you still have that counter that can kind of come in. So I don't know that there's a good angle to attack. There's the Pelta making its move.
Yep. And now that Pelta's in range, next turn to activate whatever squadron he needs to.
Yep.
Looks like we're going to use fighter coordination team to move one of the squadrons forward.
Again, protecting against Lando.
And then the other one. Because the one that's boosted, it's a Pelta, so it's got, squad 2 value.
Right. All right, assault frigate, concentrate fire.
Here we go. All right. Can it do it? Here we go.
Here's our dice. 2 accuracies, 2 hits. We're going to re-roll that one probably with, what, LTT maybe?
LTTs. Wow, into adult. 2 accuracies and 2 hits.
Blocking a
Not
bunch of
enough.
stuff.
It's not enough. All right, he's using a Confire token to re-roll.
There we go.
To a
Coming in as
crit.
a crit.
To a crit. That gets it. Bomber Command Center's off the
It
board.
is gone.
Yep. Ahsoka's shenanigans turned that token he had on the
Ahsoka
Frigate to
has
a Confire.
played a
Ahsoka's-
significant role.
Listen, if you're not running Ahsoka as a Rebel player, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. So I was kind of hoping the BCC Pelta would actually survive a little bit longer, just because
well, after a
the
while,
number
it becomes
hits.
the underdog. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, then you want it
gotta
to-
keep going. And now Andrew's invested a lot of his points into protecting it,
Right.
and now it's no longer needed, right?
So now it's going to be interesting to see what we have moving on forward. Hello from Brazil.
Well,
Thank
hey
you
there.
for watching us.
Heck yeah. Yeah, you're right. This is the best game of the day, I think, Rob. Well, I don't know. Actually, that
from-
first game I liked a lot,
The
too.
first game was a good game. I think this one, the advantage here is it's very high strategic play, and that's what we get to see here,
Yep.
especially your last chance qualifier. I am a little surprised, though, that what we're not seeing, GR75
All right, now that
nap,
GR75 is going.
I'm
Oh, it's a different one on the bottom.
I'm surprised that we're not seeing like these really hard, heavy pushes to try and make 10-1s.
Yeah.
At this point. Now maybe this is why I don't play competitively.
No.
But
I mean, I think they're trying, right? I mean, they didn't go out of their way not to get to 10-1.
I mean,
but
right.
The
Well,
other
see,
players denying it,
It's
right?
one thing. You want to be on the receiving. You don't want to be on the receiving end of a 10-1.
Right.
You want to be the one gaining the 10-1.
Yeah, fleets like this are hard to table, though. Like, there's so many components you'd have to remove to make it happen.
Right.
It's only those big, heavy ships you put all your points into.
Right. So as we continue watching what we've got going on here.
We've got a big crowd in the hall now.
Yeah,
Everyone's
we've got
finishing up,
a whole
looking around the
crowd.
table. Everyone's getting their pre-game day jitters.
Well, we got a lot of players here that are waiting to come in tomorrow to play in day one of the World's Tournament. Just trying to keep our eyes here on the action. There's a lot of table talk right now. Not a lot going on. They're really just sitting down trying to figure out what their next move
Now,
is.
Justin's got 6 minutes to make his choice here.
we've got to
before they
move
get
on,
cut off.
or they get cut off and do
That's
not
it.
get to go into round 6.
So BCC's dead. Expanded is the next viable target Justin's asking about. But if I was him, I'd try, I guess, go for the squads, but
I mean,
it'd be
you
dangerous
can pick up the points.
because his squads, the Republic squads, could quickly remove
Yep.
you.
I suspect with all the squad movement, we are going to be getting into turn 6, though. I'm looking over here, and we have this stairway above.
Oh, yeah, there's people looking
The-
down on the table.
Yeah.
All right. Justin has got to make a choice here. Sorry, buddy. I'm doing my best to keep talking through this. Listen, Justin's going to measure every single possible measurement from these squadrons to figure out where to place his stuff. And I think the only thing left is that GR75. What's left to activate, Adrian? But is the GR75 left to activate? Okay. I think we might run into our 2-hour limit here. We're about to find out.
We're sitting here waiting and watching.
Yeah, you're right, Ben. Andrew can't lose by much. This was a must win for Justin, but it was a maybe win for Andrew to stay in that top 3.
Yep. And that's again the thing. We're fighting for one of 3 positions. So
We're quickly approaching that deadline.
Yeah.
Ken.
keeping tabs on what's going on, thinking here. Justin taking advantage of every moment he has to make this final decision.
There's only so many moments you can take advantage of, Ken.
I agree. I agree.
We're quickly eating that time up. It's like running the clock down in football.
Yeah, we've already had our 30-minute warning. Wait, I think we're actually moving something.
Okay, hold on.
We've got to move. We got to move, folks.
We got a Z95 coming in.
Yep.
It's going to target. No.
It's going to stay outside.
He's going to try and attack the Pelta.
Oh, nope. He is going for a shot.
Nope. It's a anti-ship roll, and he missed with a crit.
Yep.
All right, he's gathering another dice pool.
Here's a
blue.
I think that was more squadron fire into the
Ketsu?
Pelta, trying to, take it down. I think we're just shooting ships now from squadrons.
Oh, it was an obstructed Lando shot
Yeah, there
at
you
the
go.
ship. Interesting. But he wanted to save Lando, so he moved away. So both misses on him. All right, we got Ketsu still left to go.
Yep.
I want to say we're in the squadron phase.
Now all of a sudden we're moving real fast.
Yeah, because they have like a 30 seconds to start.
And we are moving into turn 6.
Looks like we did it. Okay, they made it to turn 6.
They just made it into turn 6.
Holy
okay.
smokes.
I think the
I
cutoff
mean by literally like 30
like 30 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
All right.
All right, we are going to get one more turn, guys. I was starting to wonder, just like you were, Garrett, were we going to see?
Yeah, I mean, you can only eat so much time up doing this stuff, right?
Right.
So, game's got to keep moving. Okay, expanded hang brake has activated. It looks like he did an engineering command. He's recovering shields. Yep, that's exactly
Expanded,
what has happened.
yep. We had a die roll
Flat
there.
shot at the Z95. We think he got damaged. 1 damage on the Z95 from the flak shot. Engineering token is being spent to recover 1 shield at the front. We're moving fast here, so they're trying to.
We're going to do what we can here to keep up.
Did it. It's okay. All right. Expanded is moving, and he wants to get out of range of that assault frigate, of course. So right now, Justin has the lead in points because the Republic just has a Z95 squadron.
I think, yeah, just one Z95.
All right,
Yeah,
Justin's
we did
move here.
not land on the debris field, I don't think.
Nope, it looks safe.
We hit it.
Did
No,
overlap
we-
the Z95.
Yeah, we avoided that. Here's our FCT move.
Look at him roll.
Yep.
All right, that's 3 going. Now, Justin, I mean, he doesn't have many shots here. This is all a squadron play.
Yeah, to see what extra points you could potentially pick up.
All right,
Okay, I think
just
they're
making
fast
moves
playing it here.
yeah.
So
All right,
we've
we're
got a
gonna-
couple squadrons we can move.
We're picking up the Z95, guaranteed.
Yeah,
He's not messing
I would be
around.
surprised if.
Looks like Boost is gone. This is Delta.
There's
This is Anakin rolling.
one. Yeah.
All
That's
right.
enough to kill it.
Done.
Making some more final decisions of what we can and can't do. Did anyone hit an asteroid today? I believe
right.
we've had one asteroid hit today.
Ahsoka is attacking
Ahsoka move.
Lando. Looks like he's, for time, just moving both up. That other one's not going to make it.
Yeah, moving over to the dice tray.
They're not even going to shoot
They
at
were not
Lando.
going to shoot, yeah.
They can't kill him, so who cares, right?
Right. Pelta's moving. They know that that's going to move there. We're moving there. That Pelta move, or this TRC 90 moving around the corner. GR 75 is going to stay on the table, and I think they're pretty much going to end the game here like this.
MC 30 is getting moved.
Okay, they called the game. They know that all the ships are going to stay on the table. So now we're
That's
just
it
going to wait
for our official counts.
for an official counts and the score on what we wind up having here. So, Garrett, I have to say, this has been an exciting game.
It has. It got a little hectic there at the end.
at
I'm not
the
gonna lie.
end,
I started losing track of what was going on.
You know, that last round, I'm looking at the clock, was 3 minutes to finish turn 6.
Yeah.
And it was probably a good, 20 minutes of debating what to make for the final set of moves in turn 5.
20, almost 30. It was like a half an hour, it felt like. But yeah.
No, I was just saying that last part of the turn. And you know what? That's okay. You're taking advantage of the time you have.
Yeah.
It definitely has
to an
us
extent.
biting fingernails.
Yeah, to an extent, right? But yeah, no, that was a good game. Not nearly as much carnage as I anticipated.
No.
Reserve hangar deck saved Justin a lot of time and points. Bring back those 2 Z95s.
Oh, good God, yeah.
It took him the entire game to kill Bomber Command Center.
Yeah, that's a ship that
Pelta.
I'm both surprised and not that it was destroyed.
That sucked all of Justin's momentum out of him.
Yeah.
It took 2 Planetary cannons, 2 shots from our assault frigate, 2 shots with Confire dial from a TRC 90.
Yep.
And it finally died. You know, and don't forget, and it took a close range side shot with H9s and X-Racks from MC30.
From an MC30.
And there's no projection experts.
With ordnance experts, so I mean.
Oh my gosh.
And that was a killer roll.
Yeah.
And yet, right, with the H9s, which they were flipped. I'm really surprised it survived.
And he pulled crits on it twice.
Yes.
It's healed the crits twice.
All right, I'm getting the scores here.
There
Oh
it is.
my goodness gracious me. That's
37.
close. So here's the final score. Andrew wound up making 37 points.
Yep.
Justin, 56. So if my math is right, that's 19 points.
Yeah. So
a 6-5. Wow.
So
Talk about a small MOV
that puts
here.
Andrew at 30 points.
Yeah, he'll be at 30 tournament
30
points.
points, man.
And then Justin will jump with this game up to 29. So, you know, what that means is now we're looking at you go down the field.
I mean, now, at this point, we're getting into margin of victory, potentially.
It very well could go. We know that we've pretty much eliminated all but the top 10 players based on the tournament standings from the beginning of the game.
Yep.
So now it's a matter of how things move forward. So what I'm hoping to do is to get more information from the judges as we move forward and can kind of figure out who winds up winning the day for LCQ officially. I don't know how many games.
Refresh this is? I don't know. There can't be too many left to report. 720.
We'll have to take a look. I'm going to do this. We're going to go to a temporary intermission for just a few minutes. Keep things going in the chat. We'll be back. Let's give it, about 15 minutes or so? The round is going to end in about 10 minutes.
It ends at 7:30 officially, so we got 9 minutes till official cutoff.
So what I think I'm going to do is let's take a slight break. We will be back in about 10 minutes. So
yeah, Ben, it's too close to call. We have no idea. I'll be honest, Ben. We don't know. It's too close. We don't know.
Or at 7:30. So we will be back. This is going to give everyone an opportunity. Grab a cup of coffee, and then stay tuned as we give you the results for the 2024 Last Chance Qualifier here at AdeptiCon. So stay tuned, everybody. Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We have the final results for LCQ, and joining me to talk to us is one of the judges, Fox Omega. Fox, welcome onto the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. It's been a crazy exciting day.
It really has. We've been enjoying all 4 games that we got to experience. You got to experience a lot more, though, today, because you were walking the halls a lot and making sure everyone was playing well.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to see, this honestly was one of the smoothest tournaments I think I've seen run, especially at this size. The level of play, the sportsmanship, just unreal. Like this, especially for the level of magnitude and the pressure of this tournament. Only top 3 getting in, just unreal.
Right.
Yeah.
40 players competing for those 3 spots. I was surprised it wasn't as cutthroat as I was expecting.
Right.
And there was a lot of close games. This one that we just streamed, a 19-point margin of victory. And we're going to say that one of them made it. So, but we're going to hold that for all you guys at home to wait for a second. So let's go through what we have for results. So, Fox, I will let you go ahead and start. Let's talk about 4th place, because there's a possibility that player may wind up coming in. And then we will just kind of go from there. How does that sound?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, go for it.
So, Michael Schluter ended up in 4th place with 2 wins, 2 losses, 29 tournament points. I think it's also important to understand just how tight this was. We've got 6 players within 1 tournament point here, and only 3 go on. But Matthew is an alternate. So he was flying. Can you blow up his list?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. Oh yes. Oh my gosh. So there's this is a really cool phenomenon that's been happening worldwide right now, where the Empire's strength is being found in 2 really strong activations. We're seeing it in a couple varieties. So we're seeing it in the ISD, and we're seeing it with the ISD and a Quasar, and we're seeing it with the ISD and a Gladiator like he has here. With this, I think the reason why this works so well in this tournament is a lot of people were bringing those big haymakers. And the advantage here with this type of fleet is you've got 1 big activation that can focus on another.
Right.
With a little bit of flexibility, too, Admiral Ozzel allows you to catch those smaller fleets, allows you to a lot of flexibility in how you engage other fleets. The Riva local fire control combo is also absurd. The fact that you can you got your salvo token and you can refresh that thing as long as you've got the shields. This is a fantastic fleet. He did very, very well. But yeah, I love seeing this come into vogue, honestly.
I mean, this is good stuff. There's no decimators in here, but that's a conversation for another time. I'm not gonna let that one up.
Decimators.
So that's our 4th place person, who may or may not come in tomorrow, depending on who shows up and everything else. Because we're shooting for an even number for tomorrow. 4th
place has to We're shooting for even, no buys, and so that's what 4th place is used for. If one of the top 3 can't show up, or if we have a buy situation, we'll move Matthew in.
Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about the top 3. So we have. I'm going to let you do this.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Top 3. So Christopher, one of the only 2 people to go undefeated during this tournament, which is unreal. This is a Kraken CR90 fleet. Ended the day defeating Jacob Thompson's COG fleet, the Kuat Onager Gladiator fleet. Masterful performance in that last game to squeeze out every single tournament point he needed. But this is a classic, really competitive fleet. It's so hard to catch these things. Again, because of the meta that we saw in this turn. The LCQ has its own meta, really, because people are swinging for the fences. How do you swing for the fence on a CR90? It's almost too many dice. You know what I mean? So it's a wasted shot almost. If you're rolling more than 7-8 dice. But in combination with this squadron ball, Corrin is an awesome addition here. Watching how he was able to create deployments that caused just not suboptimal targeting, where you kind of draw the nose away, and now you've got all these other CR90s in the side and nothing is on target. So really, really well done. It's really cool to see a fleet like this make it through the LCQ.
Oh, I'm loving exactly that because that's half the fun. Ooh, I might be spoiling some of this. Sorry, folks. That's okay.
Oh boy.
That's right. No one's going to notice. No one's paying attention to me. So, other than the 600 people currently watching.
Right. Oh gosh.
So, all right, let's move on to player 2. So, like I said, I kind of spoiled that a little bit, but
Mr. Becker.
Mr. Becker.
Yeah. This fleet is incredible. I mean,
Yes.
he's been developing and homing this fleet since Gen Con last year.
Yes, he has.
And I mean, he's the guy who's finally figured out how overload pulse works. I mean, this nesting doll situation is just unreal. Again, this is taking advantage of the big activation fleets that we could anticipate in the LCQ. I saw him evaporate an ISD in one turn.
Right.
And a Venator in one turn. When you can drop that CR90B, proc overload pulse, just exhaust all of their defense tokens and follow it with the 75 that's dropped exactly where it needs to be with Radis.
Yep.
With boarding troopers, with X-Racks and quad battery turrets. He can deploy at speed 1 to make sure he gets that die or whatever he needs to do. It feels like a Rube Goldberg machine when you look at it on paper.
Yeah, when you look at it.
But when it's executed, it's so simple, and it's honestly just really, really well done. This last game that he played against a Sloan fleet with the Gladiator, or not a Gladiator, this is an ISD Quasar, came down to one hull. He had an awesome moment. He has Shara Bay and Tycho as his only squad coverage, so that was
Right.
that was part of the worry going into that game, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely, especially with the squadron mix that you're going to come with Sloan. Just the sheer number of fighters, and then starting to get those tokens taken away, almost a counter to what you have with your overloaded pulse.
That's exactly right.
Right.
So to end the game, he was able to Ahsoka one of his tokens into a squadron token, push Tycho out of all of that ball because Tycho is so good. And then at the very, very end, get that one whole point that he needed on that Quasar to table his opponent and get to where he needed to be at 30
to be able to
points.
move into Day 1 Worlds, which is exactly what he was hoping to do. Congrats, Ryan. So we've got part of the channel. The downside is you are not going to be back here helping us out. So that's harder work for us. So thank you.
Worth it.
But it's totally worth it because now we get to root you on for the rest of Day 1.
Yeah.
Now, winner for this, we've seen him on the channel twice today, was Andrew.
Yeah.
And that Pelta list.
The grinder list. The Gar Rinder.
This last game, I don't know how much of it you got to see, but there was one of his Peltas, his Bomber Command Center Pelta, which must have gotten hit about 500,000 times. And it kept repairing just little by little, and finally in the end of turn 5, I think it was, it went up.
Yeah.
And I was about ready to say, I don't know that this is going to get destroyed
Right.
at all this game. And it did, but I mean, definitely some hardcore play on Justin's part to make sure that Pelta got taken out.
Right.
But again, the way Andrew has this list working, it just compounds with what the Peltas can do.
Right.
And that's a tough ship to begin with to knock out.
Yeah, it's the defense token suite, the way the shields are presented on that ship, the hull itself, it takes more than 2-3 shots to take down. When you have 4 of them, and how do you get close to them when you've got this just with the fighter coordination team, the ever proceeding just cloud of ARC 170s. This is a fleet that, again, playing into a meta like the LCQ where you've got a lot of big activations, people trying to table you, you honestly are wanting that to just, you want your ships and your squads to just envelop and swallow whatever is coming in at you.
Right.
And what Justin was able to do, which we saw on stream, was take that and flip it on its head and go, okay, well, I'm not going to go straight into it. What are you going to do if I, I circle around it, try to get behind it? He did it very, very well. Exactly what he needed to do, honestly.
And Justin did come close to getting in there. I think he needed a couple more tournament points to just to squeeze in that extra little bit. But still, I think a great effort from a lot of our players, as you were mentioning, and we'll throw this up as well. You start looking at what we have here in terms of tournament points, your top 9 players are separated by 5 points.
Yeah.
And that's a tight field. And when you even go further down, you are down in position 29 before your sub 20 points.
And look at this. Look at 28th place went 3-1.
Yeah.
This tells you how close a lot of these games were throughout
Right.
the whole day.
Exactly. And we only saw 1-10-1 today, and the rest of the games were all really, really close.
Yes.
So, for just even what we were showing, and we showed, I think, table 1 at the beginning of the game and at the end of the night, and then table 13 and I think 14, and those were tough games.
Yes.
So again, these are folks that are really just doing their best to get into the next day.
Yeah.
And these are going to be, I like to say, last chance qualifier is going to be more competitive than Worlds, because you have the folks that are here are the folks that are very competitive that did not get their ticket to get in.
Right.
So what they're all doing is these are top players trying to get into Worlds.
Yes.
And now, I don't want to say anything negative about the folks at Worlds. You guys won tournaments. You're in. So
Yes.
you've got the cream of the crop here, too. And of the roughly 120 players, I don't know that we have a full count now, but I know it's somewhere around 115, 120.
Yep.
We're going to have a lot of people that are going to be competing for these top spots to move in. We're doing cut of 32, 36, 32.
36 is the
36.
cut.
So 36 cut in day 1. So we've got about what's that, 60 some odd % of the field that's going to get cut out.
Correct, yeah.
So it's a
It's
smaller
almost a
field.
third, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be some tough competition tomorrow. So I'm really looking forward to bringing that to everyone. And of course, if you are here, say hello to Fox. And when you call a judge, call him over so he can help you out wherever he can. So I definitely want to say, Fox, thank you very much for coming out here, giving us a little bit of your time to talk about the end results, because we appreciate to get your insight, again, because you see more of the hall than we do,
Right.
so you can kind of help us with fill in some of those spots. And it's always good, folks, to get one of the judges to come out and be able to give their side of the story.
Yeah.
So we're definitely looking forward to continuing to work with you over the next few days.
Absolutely.
So-
I'm so excited.
Yeah, definitely. So, and if you guys stick around for a little bit longer, for those of you that are watching, we're going to try and bring Andrew onto the stream so that we can talk to the winner of LCQ. So please stay tuned. We will be right back. All right, everyone, I'm back here with Andrew, and we're going to talk. He's the winner of LCQ. Let's go ahead and chat and talk about your experiences here over 4 rounds. It had to have been an exhausting day here with Armada and Last Chance Qualifier.
All I can say is I can't imagine how people older than me feel, because I already feel like my shins are broken, and I'm the youngest guy here.
So this is why we have nice plush chairs for us to sit on while streaming, because that's the only way we're going to be able to make it through the day. Congratulations on your win today.
Thank you.
This was a very close set of tournament standings at the end of the day. So I think you may have been the only person to actually catch up with 30 points. No, you were one of 3 players with 30 points. So talk about close. You did manage to do margin of victory by a good amount. But so competition-wise, you faced some tough leads, and you were on the channel twice on the stream table. You were the first game and the last game, and both of them I thought were great games. Talk to me about your other 2 games.
So my second game, it was kind of sad because it was me versus another Atlanta guy, and so loser was in a bad place. And in that match, he was a Bomber Ball Radis RLB drop. So he came in, got around the side Pelta, he took out the flagship by round 3, but it took 2 or 3 side shots that the rest of the Peltas didn't take, and I ended up being able to take out the MC-80 and his entire squad ball and keep 2 Peltas on the table.
Outstanding.
So
Well, you did win that game 8-3, I think.
Yeah, that was 8-3. It was closer than the scoreline show, because if he I got away with a 56 or 60 point Pelta on 1 hole remaining with 1 shield in the back, and was barely able to tie down his bombers for long enough. I mean, at the end of the day, FCT was just being able to FCT's wording being cannot start engage versus end engage just makes all the difference, because being able to bump things like Anakin on top of 2 decimators in the first game such that they just can no longer have decisions is just huge.
Oh, most definitely. By the way, thank you very much. You were so loud and clear that we were able to hear exactly what you were doing. You made my job a lot easier, so thank you very much. I, for one, appreciate that. So does everyone here at Ion Radio. Then you had that 3rd game against Jacob, where, again, another win. In fact, we featured, your only loss. I apologize for that, but it was a good loss.
It was the best game of Armada I've ever played. It was down to the wire at, there were 3 red dice. Any one of those is a hit, and I don't even go to day 1. And, I mean, they were with me this time. Ras Proteus played an amazing game. Definitely deserved to be on day 1. And the dice they did dice things.
Well, and that's exactly what they do. I am no stranger to dice going the way you don't want them to go, or sometimes going the way you do, but red dice are swingy, and so is my play style. So what are you going to do?
Yeah.
So now you came up with this 4 Pelta list. How long have you been playing it?
Hit about, it's either a year or half a year, and I can't tell you which. It came from, I was playing Endor. I think it was last year. I don't know when the Endor was, but it was Endor pods, and I was doing decently well. I was looking pretty nice to get out of.
You're playing pods.
Doing pretty well. Almost looking to get out of pods. I ran into Arc Welder, and I straight up didn't put a damage on any of his Peltas. I was playing Ven Pelta. I think I killed an Arc, and I think I ended up getting a Pelta away, but it didn't matter. It was a 10-1. It was definitely the worst loss I've ever played. And I looked at that, and I was like, oh, that looks fun. And so I threw it on the table. My dad plays Sloan constantly, so having to figure out something to respond to that. And it was a fun list to fly, so I flew it a couple too many times, apparently.
And you did it very well because you're here, and you managed to make it to the top of the charts of probably one of the more competitive days of Star Wars Armada, at least here at Adepticon. So really now you're looking forward into day one, and you're going to be one of 3, maybe 4 players that may wind up playing as many games as I'm going to be talking about. Best of luck to you, and hopefully you do remarkably well in day one, can make it moving forward into day 2 and possibly even into day 3. And if you win the whole thing, you get to come back here and talk to me about that, hopefully with a great prize in your hands.
So much Armada.
Definitely. But Armada's a great game. That's why we
Great
play
game.
it, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Along with Andrew here, our winner for LCQ. I just want to say thank you so much for watching. And until next time, so long from the Hyatt Regency Hotel here in Schaumburg, as you've been watching the 2024 Star Wars Armada World Championship here at Adepticon.